Hey, what's up? I'm actually making this for two people, so let's see how this goes. So this is bass lesson. Hopefully, most of the basics, and you can kind of work your way from there. Um, so for how bass works, it's obviously uh, I've got an electric here. You got the strings. Obviously, there's different gauges, but we don't have to get into that. These are the pickups. These are what are going to pick up the sound from your strings being plucked, and it goes through the cord and out the amplifier, and it sounds good with different settings. Like there's the clean, obviously, like like a clean kind of sound, and then there's distortion, which is just I'm sure you know what distortion is, but yeah. So you've got your EADG EADG strings. So this will be your fourth. I'm pretty sure this will be your fourth. This will be your first. I know that's strange, but yeah. So, and then um for stuff on here, these. Sorry, my camera's off. So the different, you see, there's these lines here. In between the lines, like right here, those are called frets. So this would be first fret, second fret, first fret, second fret, first fret, second fret, third fret. Now they have these dots here on it's third, fifth, seventh, ninth, 12th, 15th, 17th, 18th, 17th, 19th, 21st. To kind of, you don't have to memorize those. I don't know why. And so, and a lot of people, and I don't know if you already know how to read tabs or not, but tabs basically is just, for bass, it'll be four lines. The bottom one will be your E string, and the top one will be your G string. And basically, you'll just read tabs. Just write it down on something like this. So basically, you'll have your 4/4 timing, and then you'll read tabs. So that's the basic setup. I know it's backwards, but so this will be your or EADG. Yeah, EADG, and on tabs, if you see a 0, that's just like playing it open, so not putting your finger on your fret. That's open if you pluck it open. Also, I think I should probably mention, with bass, you can either pluck it with your fingers. I know you can barely hear it because it's bass, but you can pluck it with your fingers. Or you can use a pick. And with bass, I like to use these really, I don't use the soft ones. I'm really, they're really hard picks. And I usually hold it kind of like you're doing the nice thing. It's a louder tone if you use picks. If you need picks, I can get you some. But most bass players usually pluck. But I like to play with the pick. And then there's also slap, which I just use my first few fingers and thumb, which would basically just be like, oh, you can't really see that. Yeah, it's slap, but we don't have to get into that right now. And then, so for pickings, I need to get into the tabs. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, just an open will be just playing it open. So that'd be a 0 on tabs. And then say you play like first on the A string, like first fret on the A string. So that would go, it kind of goes in order, like it goes up. And then you play second on the E string. And then third on the G. That's what that would look like on here. So you're playing your open on the E, your first on the A, your second on the D, and your third on the G. If you just want to practice that all together, kind of very slowly, so that all together would be like, oh. That's fine. That's how I remembered how to do tabs. And then it changed, like it goes down the fret as you go. Just remember it's like a number correlation kind of thing. And there's different stuff for tabs. Like there's like the hammer-on stuff and the slides and like pinch harmonics. But I'm sure you'll figure that out as you're going through. I started learning that when I was actually writing stuff on like Songster and stuff for tabs. That's where I get most of my tabs and stuff because I can't read sheet music. So if you download Songster on your phone, you can learn some songs and stuff from there. And then pickings, yes, pickings. If you're using a pick, there's down picking, which is just picking down. So if I just play 1, 2, 3, 4, that's just down picking. Alternative picking is picking either up, down, or up, down, or down, up. So if I just play 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up. I like the down pick because I don't like the scraping sound that my pick makes. I also play a lot of Metallica, which is just down picked. Or Slipknot. I don't play up here, I'm just showing you. And then there's tremolo picking, which is really fast, which is what we call a polyrhythm. A normal rhythm for any kind of music is just 1, 2, 3, 4. There's ands in between those though. But if you're just playing so there's like a whole note, which you only play, I know this is a lot to keep up with. You can take notes if you need to. But you just play, a whole note would be playing 1, and then the other 3 being silent. So if I'm just playing at a 60 tempo, 1, 2, or no, I guess that's 120. I don't know. Tempo is like the speed. I'm sure you've heard of tempo before. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a half note's kind of the same. You play the 1 and the 3 and then leave out the 2 and the 4. So that'd just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then quarter note is just, you play all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can play the different frets as you go along. Like if you just want to do like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fret, on the E string, that works too. So that would just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing works if you're going up, like if you do 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. That works too. And then there's 16th quarter notes, I think it is. Or it'd be 8th quarter note, I think it's called, where it's just, you add in the ands in between the numbers. You only go up to 4, unless you're doing some weird rhythm. So that would just be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and if you're doing that, you just add all of it in. So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's 8th quarter notes. And then 16th is, this is really weird, but it's still 4 notes the entire time. It's 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So you want to play all of that. I usually play, that's the polyrhythm that tremolo picking is. So that's 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. If you want to do it really fast, you bump up to like 240 when you play like Eeyore by Slipknot. That would be 7th fret, 7th fret, 3, 2. So that'd just be, I'm sure you can hear the kick scraping against the bass as I play that. I'm playing it up too so you can see it. Oh. I'm not the best on it on bass, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much just 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 and a and then 30-second notes I can't even tell you about. It's just, you don't need to get into all that. That's only for like tapping, but you hardly do that on bass. Unless you do, which is pretty cool. It's odd. So yeah, I think, there's tritones on bass. Just the most popular tritone is on a song called Dig bimode vein. I'm sure you've heard the Berber ding thing before on social media, like Berber ding. That Ryan Martini plays, that ding, that's a tritone. That's slap bass. So you take your thumb and you play the Berber, which is open on D, and then you play the ding, which is 5 and 6 on the D and G. I just use my index and middle finger to do that. I'm not the best at that, but that's the slap. And then with bass, you like either are your rhythm. That's your rhythm instrument. And since there's only one guitar in the band, like there's not, there's just lead guitar. There's no rhythm guitar, so you're the main rhythm. You can make your own thing. You've heard "For Whom the Bell Tolls," the intro that Cliff Burton does. I can't play it. Like that. Make your own intro, like your own thing. There's like Paul Gray, who improvises the guitar riffs and Slipknot songs like Duality, which is just a bunch of open notes. Paul Gray does open and plays a 6 too. Cliff Burton, who plays all finger and is mostly rhythm with guitar, but also switches up between drums. You can just play rhythm with guitar or play along with the drums, like rhythm wise, like with its bass drum. It's a whole different thing. But that's all bass is. And there's tunings, like standard tuning. Like with standard is just E, so E standard, E flat, E sharp, or drop D, D flat, D sharp. It goes down until like G, I think, but you have to have a 5 string to go down past B or drop B. Which is Slipknot tuning, by the way. Yeah, that should be everything. I know I kind of mixed all of it up. I'm not the best teacher. I'm better with guitar, but I do know what I'm doing with bass. So if you need anything else, just text me, let me know. But yeah, if you need to take down notes, as I said, do that so you can look at everything and do it in order, because I didn't do anything in order. I didn't plan this at all. I just kind of like, it'd be fun to make a video. So yeah. So if you need anything, just let me know. I'll help you out.